Fixed assets and Note 3. I know it took self-discipline on your part to start watching this video. The moment you hear Note 3, it feels like you want to sit in a corner and cry. Dry your tears. I'll show you how easy the format of Note 3 is. Yes, you need to know the format. Once we've discussed the format, I will explain how to insert the amounts. Carrying value at the beginning of the year plus movements equals carrying value at the end of the year. That's it. By now, you know the formula of carrying value. Cost price minus accumulated depreciation. So, enter it. Do this on top and below. Let's look at movements. In grade 10, there are only two, additions and depreciation. In grades 11 and 12, one is added, asset disposals. Lastly, please don't forget the brackets. Brackets mean minus and minus means less. So, everything that sounds like less gets brackets. Accumulated depreciation, depreciation and asset disposal get bracketed. Only the two cost entries and additions don't get brackets. These brackets are probably the most important thing of Note 3. You will regret it if all your depreciation calculations are correct, but you don't get any marks for it. Remember, movements is just a heading. No amounts should be recorded there. Now, we fill in the amounts. In the first video, we said if land and buildings market value is mentioned, you should just ignore it. We only work with cost price. In land and buildings, there is never any depreciation or accumulated depreciation. Immediately put zeros in there. If new buildings have been purchased or built, it should be shown at additions. If buildings are sold, indicated at asset disposals. Both of these entries are made at cost price. Now, for vehicles and equipment, remember, two are better than one. Do you remember the two friends from our previous video? The green represents vehicles or equipment, and the yellow, its accumulated depreciation buddy. Let's use vehicles again as an example. Start with the green guy, the vehicles account in the general ledger. There's a reason why he's green. Do you remember he's full of leaves? Cost price leaves. If you've forgotten what I'm talking about, check out the first video again. Begin by placing the opening balance at the upper cost price. Next, add the bank and creditors control and enter them at additions. Then you enter the asset disposal amount in pencil first. We'll get back to it. Finally, enter the closing balance at the lower cost price. Now you've transferred every transaction in the green buddy. Now let's use the yellow buddy, accumulated depreciation, vehicles. Start by writing the opening balance at the top accumulated depreciation. Then add the depreciation and write it down at depreciation. Next, it's asset disposal. You already have an amount in pencil there. Now subtract this amount. You can write your final answer for asset disposal in pen. Finally, write the closing balance in place. Use the same method to complete equipment. The total column is very important. Why? The total carrying value at the end of the financial year is what you need to show on the face of the balance sheet. Sometimes you are expected to work from the bottom up and sometimes from the top down. It's important to understand that Note 3 really only says carrying value at the beginning of the year plus movements during the year equals carrying value at the end of the year. Carrying value at the end of the year is also equal to cost minus accumulated depreciation at the end of the year. Do these sums back and forth to make sure your note is balanced. Just look! You tamed the Note 3 monster. All that's left for you is to pat yourself on the shoulder.